Well, hello, boys and girls, ladies and gents, and members of the Big Red Food Army. It's your boy, Big Red, for another Big Red's Restaurant Invasion. And this is going to be a special episode because I'm invading a restaurant, but I'm doing it for charity. Where am I invading? I'm invading Willie's Grill and Icehouse. And, they're partnered up with the comic shop that I have my pull box at, Bedrock City Comics, and they partnered up with the Heroes Initiative. And what it is the Heroes Initiative, if I'm not mistaken, is a charity, non-profitable charity that helps comic book creators such as inkers, writers, letterers, colorers, editors, anybody who is a contract worker for a comic book company that doesn't have medical insurance. If they need help, this charity helps pay their medical bills. So it's a good cause, if you like comic books, that is, hey. So they all partnered up, and I don't know if it's 10% or 15% of whatever my bill is going to that charity. So that's pretty cool. So let me get inside and we'll see how much food I can eat. The more I eat, the more freaking the charity gets. But I'm on a limited budget tonight. Tonight's a rough night, so let's see what I can do. All right, see y'all inside. Okay, so here we are on the outside of Willie's. Let's get on inside and let's see how much food I can tear up for charity. All right, boys and girls, so here we go. This is Willie's hickory barbecued burger with onions and onion rings. Let's tear into this. And remember, y'all, I'm doing it for charity.
I got a beer and all that thing.
I'm sorry you can't see the food, but you'll see it as I'm eating. Look at these onion rings. I mean, good look how big that onion ring is, y'all.
You can flip back and forth on Twitter. Okay. Yeah, let me show you. I stopped it because we were always getting updates on it. I was just like,
I didn't know we were supposed to order up there. I've never been here.
I didn't think I was.
Alright.
And then when you get right there,
He's going to take the ticket and go roaming around anyway. So.
Yeah, I never did get that. You order up there, and then you come sit down, and then you bring the ticket, and then they go get you.
Then they go get it.
Why not just give you a menu and tell you to sit? I don't get it.
Oh, I got to go to a free Astros game. It was a hilarious story. So I run a consulting group here in town. And I get a call from the Astros, some sales guy. And I blow him off. I love blowing sales guys off. He's relentless. He's called me about 3 or 4 times. So if I go off phone, I'm like, what are you looking for? I want you to come down. I want to talk to you about corporate rates. I'm going to give you a free game. I'm like, stop right there. I said, I don't think my marketing budget is what you're looking for. Oh, come on down anyway. Sure enough, I show up. This guy gives me a sales pitch for a $60,000 corporate seating. 2 tickets, club seats. I'm All right. For 2 tickets, club seats, I'll show up and tell you no. It's pretty good.
They do that all the time to me. You realize.
Well, he sets me over to club seats, and I'm like, so what do you offer? And he, well, I can get you the discount if you buy a section. I say, how much is a section? He goes, 60 seats for the year.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but the Hero Initiative, that's to help comic creators with their medical bills, right?
Medical and financial needs.
That's what I thought it was.
It sure is. Because they work in piecemeals. They're not actual employees.
No, they're all contract workers, work for hire.
So they don't have insurance, possibly, or.
Sounds like a pretty cutthroat business, too. A lot of who you know,
Well,
getting your product out in the right face at the right time. What is the trend in a 5-minute period, that kind of stuff.
There it is.
That's why I couldn't understand why Greg Rucker and what's her name, Nicola Scott, quit working on their book for Image to go back to DC to work on Wonder Woman. They had to pay him a lot of money to do that.
Probably more than that. It's probably just a straight, steady paycheck.
Because they were doing, what were they doing before that? They were doing Black Magic. They just went back to that though, because I see that a new issue of Black Magic's coming out. Which that got picked up for a TV show or a movie. It was opted.
That's a payout right there.
Well, I mean, look at Robert Kirkman. Made one black and white zombie book and he's set for life.
Annabelle was in comics, but like she's their PR person for Houston. I think all of Texas. There's a bunch of like Willie openings.
Sarah got it.
I literally just put it out to see if Willie's had an Instagram.
We're literally posting photos to our social media.
You feel good for his body. Get a beer?
I have one of these frozen ones. It's awesome. Someone take it. They did you?
Yeah.
Are the onion rings good here?
It's one of my favorite things here.
The onion rings? Have you been here before?
Twice.
Twice? No, you have to grab your beer.
Yeah, it's weird. Apparently you have to order up there too. Here and then they come pick it up.
Yeah, like, no, what's scary?
We go to that big place right there.
What, Al-Wadi's? Is that place pretty good?
Yeah.
This area has changed quite a bit.
I grew up in this area.
Yeah, so did my
Dad still lives in Sable Ridge, just right down the road.
Really?
Oh yeah, he's still over there.
We used to have a house.
Paid the house off. I think we're gonna bury him in the place.
We used to have a house out in Northwest Florida. Now we live out in I make the check out to Westheimer Boss every day.
From the woodland?
At the hike.
Yeah, every day. It's a big change because I used to work from my house. But now I'm doing it better. 2 years now. Over 2 years now.
How long does it take to get there?
It depends what time I'm wanting to be at work and what day it is. And it also depends if school's in or school's out. When school's in, it will take me an hour and a half to get to work. When school's out, I will actually come in to work later and go in at 10 and we'll take me 45 minutes.
Take 45 all the way down downtown and cut over, or do you
I take 45 to 610.
take 610?
To 610 to I-10. I have found this the best way. I tried all kinds of ways.
And then what, take Boss? Take Boss? Yeah, whenever I go down there, that's how I go.
Used to work Memorial City. Had to take the belt to work every morning. That was the gauntlet.
I tried the Beltway, and then I just decided it wasn't worth my money. It really wasn't.
When I left that job, I swore I'd never commute on a freeway ever again. Life was too short. Fluffed out so far.
When I first moved here, I was living in Windrose, right off of 2920 in Kirkendall. And I was working in Deer Park. It was 50 miles and 2 blocks from my house to the job site. It was the most miserable 50 miles I've ever driven, twice a day.
What did you do?
I used to supervise at a paint manufacturer warehouse. The only good thing about the job was I never had to deal with the public. Because it was all marine and industrial coatings. You're welcome. And
What
we
were
had
you guys
contracts.
voting?
We had contracts with like in Deer Park. You see all them oil tank fields. All that paint on there is all our paint. We had a contract with the U.S. Navy. All the paint on the Navy vessels. We had a contract with Disney. That was the craziest thing. Disney came into our location when I was working in New Orleans, and they were thinking about buying one of the Six Flags properties out there, because they had Jazzland, which was a Six Flags in New Orleans, and Disney was going to purchase that property. And while they were there, they were like, "We need paint for our rides," you know. So, and when I was working in New Orleans, I was a color specialist. Like if somebody would send us a color and like, "Hey, we want you to match this red," I would match it. That was my job, just to match colors. And we had to sign contracts with Disney that if we made a certain red for them, that we couldn't sell it to no one else. Yeah, they copyrighted their colors. It was ridiculous.
No, I was just going to have it in the chair loud.
And now we're here.
Hello, guys.
I was thinking that this was your beer, and I was like,
Thank you.
Some more lemonade, please. Thank you.
they put them out. I appreciate it.
We can bring another table over.
Yeah, we were teasing how he's dressed.
Yeah.
Well, that and like the white shoes and the little chain. We're like, dude, why are you guys taking so long? Thank you. Like, are you going to go see the PO?
Well, there you have it. The hickory burger was delicious. We're going to give it 4.5 flip-flops. So, yeah, 4.5 flip-flops. The burger was excellent. Service is good. The lemonade is cold. And it's for charity. You know what? It's for charity, and guess what? I'm going to eat another goddamn burger. Fat man can eat. And look, shameless plug. Don't forget, go buy a shirt. Fast Food Fat Man. Don't forget. Shameless plug. Why not? So I got to wait for the waitress to get another menu, and I'm going to order another burger. Like I said, it's for charity.
Get one of these.
I can't.
You have to get one of
I
these.
can't. And if y'all wondering what I was, I carry a gun. I'm too old, too fat, too decrepit. I ain't gonna fight nobody. I'm just gonna shoot him. We in Texas. It's okay. I didn't get another burger. I got blackened fish tacos.
Yeah. I mean, and there's every night they're doing it.
See, I can't party every night, so I'd probably be like right between, like, okay, I'm gonna be here one night, then I'll be here the other night, then I'll be here one night, then I'll be here the other night.
So it's blackened. Look at that. You want a bite? Come on, take a bite.
So bad.
You know you want. Go ahead, take a nibble.
They're on their off days and stuff. They're like somewhere in the middle of nowhere, just partying it up, having fun.
Tacos?
Blackened fish tacos. The burger's way better.
Or Lady Gaga. I don't know if I'm going to consider that. They're both right here for me. I love them. Yeah.
I'm like, man.
Listen to everything. That's the thing. But still, I listened to since I was like 10 years old. And then Lady Gaga, she's perfect. She's a goddess.
Because we
What
did.
about you? Pantera?
Go on.
Favorite band?
Depends on my mood. Can I get some more lemonade, please?
Told her I was going to do it. All right, I'm trusting you now.
Yeah, my favorite band depends on my mood.
That's dangerous.
Man,
re-into those, and I'll be like, what? Wrong.
Not super old.
I want another one, but I know I can't.
Started with a beer, so I'm gonna be okay.
Jesus. No, wait, hold on. I graduated 15.
Kevin, are you getting another round yet?
A few years back, I went back home for New
Yeah, what's
Year's.
that? Strawberry margarita.
And
So did you mention who your favorite band was yet?
no, I did. It depends on my mood.
It's me.
Name a couple of them. Name one mood band.
Kiss.
Kiss, okay.
I'm a hard-carrying Kiss Army member since I was little
Did
bitty.
you see what I posted on my Facebook today?
I haven't been home all day. And I don't know how to do it on my phone.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite band?
It depends.
Wild West still.
No, okay, first Beatles. Period. Beatles, always. My kids are named after the Beatles.
I answered mine immediately.
I have a
when was
John
like,
and a
I was
Paul.
like, no, I know what I
You
want.
have a John and a You do? So do you like the Beatles too?
Yes, but they're not my favorite band, but yes. But yes, I have a John and a Paul.
I have a Paul. But I have a Julia Michelle. I have a Jude Harrison. You have to try really hard to have a Sadie McKenzie and an Abby Lane. And you have to really know the Beatles to do that.
Yeah.
And the Ashley too. You have to really know the Beatles to have an Ashley and know where it comes from.
We'll see.
Do you know where McKenzie comes from? And where the Abby Lane comes from?
Well, Abby Lane, yeah, but Mackenzie? Can't think of it off the top of my head.
Father McKenzie.
Oh, there you go. What to say? You got some leftovers?
That's the bird nest bib.
Yeah.
This is the best post ever.
I've seen that before, though.
Yeah, I saw it.
So we got Beatles, Kiss.
Since it's fail or Lady Gaga, I can't choose.
I like Gaga. Girl can sing.
Man, I still think about her Super Bowl friends. Like, a lot. I think
I
about it a
also
lot.
love a band called Pepper.
Okay.
And I also love a band called, or an artist in all of his incarnations named Butch Walker.
Okay.
And I adore NXS.
A few weeks ago, I think it was 2 weeks
I adore
ago,
NXS.
I seen.
That is one of
I didn't
those.
see NXS.
That is one of those new wave British pop bands. That
They're Australian. They're from Australia.
British pop. They're Australian, but it's British pop.
No, they're not.
It's new wave. It's pure new wave. That is.
You don't learn that die hard. Since it's fail, it's a tattoo.
You don't know
The
what my
sauce is pretty
tattoos
good.
are.
No, I just that they were. I always thought they were a great sound, but at the same time, you know, because my favorite band at that moment was Tears for Fears. Songs from the Big Chair is just an amazing album, and but in excess, I always loved that sound. It's such a crisp sound for that new wave sound, you know.
Y'all still doing okay over here? I mean, not a Diet Coke. Another Diet Coke. If I have another one of these, I'll be way too high. I won't make it home.
Yes.
Have you ever listened to Elegantly Wasted? Have you heard the lyrics hidden in it? Okay, so Michael Hutchins, in 96 or 97, I can't remember the year, Michael Hutchins goes on stage to present Oasis with Band of the Year in what was England's equivalent to the Grammys, okay? So he presents them Band of the Year, and Noel gets up there And after he presents them to him, he says to Michael Hutchins, Michael Hutchins leaves the stage, he says, I shouldn't be handed an award by a has-been. Okay?
What an ass.
Okay?
He has no clue what he's talking about.
No clue, okay?
Michael Hutchins got more talent in his little finger.
Right, he does, right? And how many albums has Oasis had, and how many albums has NXS had that have gone multi-platinum, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not even a concept.
Okay, but nobody got this. Most people do not know about this. Go home and pull up their last album, well, their second to last album called Elegantly Wasted. Listen to Elegantly Wasted. Wait for the chorus, and instead of listening to the background people sing where he's overdubbing his lyrics, instead of singing "Thank you, I'm elegantly wasted," he's saying "I'm better than Oasis."
That's pretty funny.
That's funny.
Like he first started working on it. Yeah. Well, at first it was.
It's awesome, and most people still don't know about it. It's been out there since 1997. Most people still don't know it. I know about it because I worked in the record music business. It's like one of the best kept secrets ever.
That's funny.
He's gonna have that last French fry and be like,
I've got some good.
What'd you end up with?
Strawberry margarita, you want that?
No, thank you.
I've got some good heavy metal stories. When you hang out with the, people from the scene long enough.
Yeah. I met Metallica when I was in high school, and they were nobodies, and they were really rude to me. And ever since then, I hate them with a passion.
Alright, I've got
They
my
were
favorite
so
band.
incredibly rude to me. I mean, they were so incredibly rude to me. Later on, I went to work for Warner Brothers, and I was one of those people that always goes over the top and really tries to work for the band. But for them, all I could do was what I had to do. It's not that it really ever hurt them. But I can't, still to this day, can't stand Metallica.
My favorite band story is 1985. I'm living on the west side of Fort Worth.
I wasn't even thought of yet.
And there was a club over on Jacksboro Highway called Joe's Garage. Now, the reason it was called Joe's Garage is there was literally a garage on Hemp Hill that a guy by the name of Joe, he used to bring these speed metal bands in to play. The city of Fort Worth condemned it. He got pissed off. He bought an old honky-tonk on Jacksboro Highway, converted it, and called it Joe's Garage. So everybody knew where it was. 1985-86, the house band for Joe's Garage
Was Pantera.
was Pantera. Was a little local band called Pantera. Those guys, this was their hair metal days. Okay, it was a Dimebag Daryl. He's Diamond Daryl, and he had
a big afro.
Big old afro.
And they were wearing the spandex and the garter.
Oh, this is right when they hired Phil. So Phil comes in. These guys are a hair metal band. Phil comes in. This New Orleans boy. He's skin-headed up. This 86. Skin-headed up from New Orleans. Starts screaming in this microphone. Nobody in the building knew what the hell to think of this guy. But yeah, that's my story. Was every Friday and Saturday night watching Pantera as a bar band.
I knew Philip before he was in Pantera. He used to sing for a glam band called Razor White.
So y'all have never heard of Butch Walker, right?
Country star. No? He sings country, right?
He said right now his last record was Americana. That's not country.
Like Dwight Yoakam's last album was called Americana. It's country.
Okay. Butch
love
Walker,
Dwight, by
have
the
you
way.
have you heard of South Gang?
which one was that?
South Gang, as in the glam band South Gang?
They're a hair metal band.
That's weird.
He was a guitar
Tainted
player.
Angel.
He was a guitar player.
They had the album Tainted Angel, or the song
Yeah.
Tainted Angel. Yeah, I know
Butch
South
Walker
Gang.
was the guitar player for that band.
Really?
Yeah. They went to China. The record label, on their second to last date, they almost caused a riot. They almost got arrested. Their band, their roadies got them out of China, got their gear out of China too, and got them back to the United States, all in one piece. This roadie band, this roadie is now one of the biggest touring roadies. Working roadie groups still to this day. I mean, they did Van Halen, the Arctic Monkeys. They're still one of the biggest roadie management groups, and it was Butch Walker who started them out and trained them how to do everything back with Southgate, and how they got them out of China is just like, I mean, it was, big, back 89, 90s, big, huge communist China when it happened. And then, so then after that, their lead singer, got lead singer syndrome. And,
as most of them do.
Yes, and they had to start over, and he did a group called, went back to the band, and he did a band called Floyd's Funk Revival, and then he did a band called Floyd's Revival, and then he did a band called The Marvelous Three. Do you remember Marvelous Three?
Nope.
They had a one-hit wonder in the 90s called Freak of the Week.
Oh, yeah.
You remember Freak of the Week?
Okay.
So Freak of the Week was their biggest hit, okay? They did 2 albums, and they were on all kinds of TV shows, like Charmed, and because that was the time that people started ushering in, like putting in the bands on TV shows, Charmed, and what was the one? There was another one. Anyway, there was another like Channel 39 TV show that all the teenagers watched and stuff like that. But the record, and he was signed to Elektra, which is one of the record labels that I, worked for. They came and said, "Well, who produced that album?" And he goes, "Well, I did in my garage. I produced it." And that was such a time when most people didn't produce it. I produced it in my garage on 4-track. Well, can you do that for other people? And he's like, yeah, well, I want a song that sounds just like Freak of the Week for this band called SR-71. And he was like, well, can you do that? So he did that for SR-71. And actually, SR-71's song became bigger than his Freak of the Week song. So then all the labels started coming to him and having him produce and write songs for other people. So he produced and started writing songs for Seven Dust, Pink, Avril Lavigne, you name it.
Well, that's just like, what's her name?
So he started writing like some of today's biggest hits. I mean, you know his music. He wrote for Tony Reid, just everybody.
That's just like, what's the singer? She was the singer for Four Non Blonde.
Yeah.
She's a record. She wrote like half of Pink's album.
Yeah. Well,
That's all she does.
That's exactly what he does. So he does that. So after that, then he starts doing his own solo stuff, Butch Walker. That's and it's kind of after Marvelous 3. So then he did Marvelous Butch Walker and the Spades, where he like took all these great players from all these different bands. Butch Walker and the Spades is probably my favorite incarnation of it, where he got like the drummer from the Dead Rabbits. Like a super group, put them all together.
Sounds like they are.
Sometimes it sounds like country, and other times it sounds like ELO, and other times it sounds like totally something else. And his last album is very Americana sounding, and the album before that is very, his father passed away, so it's very sad, dark.
I'm already looking at what kind of
The thing is, he doesn't have to worry about paying the bills anymore, because now he's like off of his day job producing and writing songs for everybody else. But the reason why he doesn't have a following and nobody really knows his name, nobody really knows him, because he never makes the same album twice. So he has this fan base of people who really know who he is and follows him and everything he does, but he doesn't create this popular fan base. It's that same thing. People like when they like a band, they want him to sound like that band, and he never sticks with the same sound ever. You never know what's going to sound.
Sounds like a great guy.
He's awesome. And that's who that is. And if you look at that profile picture, that's who I'm with.
Okay, sure. It's like, I think it's sugar in there. And I'm in the back of the store taking a blood.
But I remember the band in South
Yeah, like a
Bend.
Yeah, that's him right there in that profile picture. I don't know why I
I ended up
can't.
like I was at Triggerland with needles on the table and my pants down.
But anyway, that's him right there.
I'll look at it when I get home.
That's Butch Walker. And I love that because that's when he wrote his real country album, but he's wearing a Bad English t-shirt.
Something in butterflies. Because I want to say that his name sounds familiar, other than South Gang. I just can't remember.
You stopped reading the tacos?
And that in the background.
Huh?
You stopped reading your tacos?
No, they can wait. We talking music.
And that's Pepper. Right? And they're like a ska, like 311. They're to me Peppers like if 311. They're more like if Red Hot Chili Peppers and Sublime smashed together and had a baby. They would be Peppers.
So if Red Hot Chili Peppers got crushed in with a good band, what they would sound like?
And had a baby. No, I love Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Red Hot Chili Peppers is so massively overplayed.
I like Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay, do you know the movie the Red Hot Chili Peppers got broke out on?
What?
There was a movie in 1985 that came out, and it was two old bank robbers. They got released from prison, and one of the old guys dating this young girl takes them to a club. The band playing, this is 1985, the band playing is the Red Hot Chili Peppers. First time I ever heard of them was in 1985. What was the name of that movie? Hold on.
They were in a few. Well, Anthony Kiedis was in a few movies. He played a surfer. Yeah,
He was
an actor before he was in the Chili Peppers. He was a child actor. He was in a
You have to
McDonald's
be
commercial.
careful because I love the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I've always loved the Red Hot Chili Peppers. They're very good friends of mine.
They're not a terrible band, but they are way over.
I'm sorry they were
Same
not.
thing with Nirvana.
I like the Chili Peppers. Everything before Blood Sugar Sex Magic.
No.
Anything after that's just too popular.
I met them for the first time during.
What's happening before? But I was on topic for 4 years.
It's a good album.
I was a store manager for Sound Warehouse at Greensboro.
I swear to God, if I show up on Saturday wearing corporate shit, and y'all aren't, I'm gonna be so mad.
We're doing corporate. We're doing corporate Saturday.
Don't forget, I'm gonna kill y'all.
I won't. Somebody shoot a text so like in the morning. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do it. We're all gonna dress up corporate.
All right, so
What's corporate?
Business. Just business ties and button-ups. Yeah.
What about girls?
the corn was killer.
Every time somebody has a video that's
The salsa was killer. The tacos were. So I'm going to give the tacos a 3.5. I'm going to give this corn, bam, 5 flip-flops. This corn was killer. The salsa,
They were
overall this dish,
86.
I'm going to give it a 4.
It's funny. They were
So, there you
the
go.
band he went to. The Hot Chili Peppers played themselves into the movie. It's hilarious.
All right, so there you have it.
But I'm gonna go for corporate on Saturday.
Yep.
I'm for real.
The burger was a 4.5.
Yeah, first time.
Corn was a 5.
Red Hot Chili Peppers
Salsa
played themselves into the movie. First time I ever heard of them.
was a 4. The 3.5 for the tacos.
70-year-old guy
whole experience,
dating this 20-year-old woman. He takes
give
him
it a
to
4.5.
Takes him to a club. Red Hot Chili Peppers and all
There you
their
go.
80s glory is up
Over
there.
here's the
And
subscription
he's like,
button.
who the
Please
hell
consider
are these
subscribing to the
guys?
channel.
He's like,
Click
Red
that
Hot Chili
notification bell
Peppers.
over there.
Like,
Thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't care which one you hit me with. Just hit me with one. Down below is a description box with a description to this video with links to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
No, seriously.
With a link to this channel's
the Chili Peppers
homepage.
are good.
Leave me a comment.
That
Show me yours, and I'll
mid-90s
show you mine.
just stupidly
And
overplayed.
I just need y'all to do me a little favor.
became a
Tell your mom, tell your pa, tell your greasy grandma. Share this video with your family and friends. And I'll see you guys next time when I have a restaurant to invade. Big Red out for Big Red's Restaurant Invasion. I'm out because I got shits to do.